Hi folks, how you doing? It's James JT at the movies, and I'm back as promised for the channel update, the life update that I said that I would give in my recent haul video where I talked about everything I picked up from November to the end of the year. So before we dive into where I've been and what's going on and what the channel's going to look like in 2024, which is what this video is about, I would just like to wish you all a happy and a healthy 2024. I hope that it brings you everything that you hope for, and I hope that you're all well as we move into the new year. Let's get down to it, shall we? You might have noticed, if you're a regular on this channel, that I haven't been around largely since the end of September and the beginning of October. And there are two main reasons why, and I shall cover both of them. Starting with the the secondary news, if you like. They're both big updates for me, and hopefully you'll be interested to hear them. But the first update to give you is that my band, Leaving Overmorrow, that I've talked about on and off on the channel for years, obviously we released an album this time last year. We got it to #1 in the iTunes singer-songwriter charts, kept it there for just shy of a week, and then in the spring this year we did a very small but sellout UK tour around the UK. It says it on the tin, really, doesn't it? But we did here in Leeds, our hometown. We went up to Alston in the northeast, which is sort of Cumbria area where Phil's from. It's just shy of Newcastle where he grew up. We went down to London and did a set down there, and we even went over to Belfast, where Ruben, our other band member's from, and played a show there. And I even got to meet Lisa from Lisa Love's channel. She came out to see us there, and that was great. And today, apart from Mike Woods, who I've been mates with outside of YouTube for years, Cinema Axeman, she's the only YouTuber that I've actually met in person. But there we are. So yeah, we did that, and we've had a really great summer of doing gigs and doing little food festivals and little sort of charity festivals and the like, and playing the original material. And we recorded a new single over the summer and put a music video out for it that we had a little bit of success with, a little bit of radio play on some local stations and whatever at the time. And we've done really well with it. And we had a band meeting at the end of the summer. We sort of reflected on the year so far and thought about what do we actually want to do with this band, without sort of delving too far into the lives of other band members. There've been some changes along the way to people's personal situations and circumstances and whatever else, and the dynamic had changed ever so slightly. And so what we decided that we wanted to sort of evolve this journey of Leaving Overmorrow into is trying our hand at being a tribute show to the Eagles. And the reason being is that the Eagles are our biggest collective inspiration. They're what brought me and Ruben, who sort of essentially founded the band together, was our love for that music, and sort of deciding to get together and jam and sing a few of those songs. And then that brought Laura in, as I've told before. And then Phil, who's been my old mate for years, we recruited him when he moved to the area, and the rest is history, sort of thing. And it's been very much a sort of, the Eagles music has been blood coursing through the veins of this band, and if I do say so myself, I think we sing it quite well. And so we've been looking at what could we do that would take what we're doing in the pubs and the clubs and stuff to maybe the next level, while we're writing a second album and deciding what we want to do with the original music front of things. And so we decided we'd have a go at this tribute show. But if we were going to do it, and we are doing it, it needed to be, like I say, a step up from what we're already doing, going down the King's Arms on a weekend and playing 2 half-hour spots to the local punters, which we love doing, we're going to continue doing, but it needed to be a step up from that. And so we've recruited in a drummer, and we've recruited in another guitarist who's going to play between bass and guitar, and also sing as a fifth voice with us, so that we can, about as authentically as we possibly can, recreate what the Eagles would have sounded like on stage in the 70s is the idea. And then what we're looking to do, and what we started booking in, is small halls and theatres for next year, and we're going to do some ticketed events and sort of see if we can get that project off the ground. But it's meant that we've had to absolutely put our selves in gear and dedicate pretty much all free time that we've had into learning, you know, not just learning a version of, but learning note for note and, you know, vocal line for vocal line, the back catalogue of the Eagles and the show that we've put together, and then obviously teach these new guys that we've recruited into the fold as well. And Phil, who's been our percussionist, our drummer for years, is a phenomenal lead guitar player, and he's obviously stepping away from the drums on this to sort of occupy the Joe Walsh, Don Felder kind of space, along with myself and the other lad that's doing, you know, a bit of guitar, and I'm probably occupying the sort of the Glenn Fry sort of space, if you like. And you know, we're making sure that this sounds, you know, like I say, as close as we can get it. So there's been a lot of work there and a lot of you know, a lot of blood, sweat and tears so far, but we're making some really good progress. We launch it in February, and we've another show in April, and then we've got some stuff in the works for over the summer and then the back end of 2024 as well. So that's been going on. And then the second and the best bit of news that I wanted to share with you all is I'm going to be a dad. I'm absolutely over the moon and just can't wait. Mine and Laura's baby is due next June 2024, and obviously once baby arrives, the music will be taking a bit of a backseat, and obviously this as well and other things while I obviously get to know my new son or daughter and you know, take up my daddy duties, which I can't wait to do. And this is something that's been on the cards for me and Laura for a long time, and something that we've talked about, and we've, you know, decided over the summer this year that we were going to take the plunge into that next step of our life. And we've been very fortunate, and you know, we're aware how fortunate that we've been, that we've been able to, you know, she's been able to fall pregnant very, very quickly. We found out at the beginning of October, and you know, I've obviously been joining her on that journey as you know, as baby's been growing, and we've had the 12-week scan, and everything's looking well. And you know, we told our families over Christmas as well, and we you know, announcing it on social media, with, you know, the likes of this video and on Facebook and whatever else at the moment. And you know, as first time parents, it's just a really, really joyous and exciting time for us as well. So absolutely just chuffed to bits with that. So where does that leave JT at the movies? Where does that leave the channel, with the music stuff and more importantly, my baby? It of course means that, you know, this is probably going to take a bit of a back seat, and I don't want to disappear from it completely, because I love making these videos, and when I do find the time, like now, to sit in front of the camera and just talk about my life, talk about movies, talk about collecting physical media, I have the best time doing it, and it's such a great sort of release for me is doing this. So I'm definitely not going away, but what I'm not going to do, as I've often done when I've had to take a break in the past for, you know, my mental health or other challenges in life that it often throws at us, is I'm not going to come back and say, promise you a schedule and be like, I will do this every Saturday or whatever, or, you know, like I've done before, and then inevitably life gets in the way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload when I can, when inspiration strikes. I'm, you know, regularly on my Instagram posting little, you know, tidbits of, you know, this, that and the other, what I've bought, what I've been watching or whatever. And I find that much more manageable to keep up to on a regular basis. But I still intend to do my regular haul videos, you know, try and do them monthly, every 6 weeks at most, or, you know, do like I've done with the Christmas period, you know, the back end of the year, I'll do regular haul videos to show you what I'm buying and keep you up to date with the channel. The room that we're in at the moment, the movie room, is obviously going to be baby's nursery, baby's bedroom, and I can't wait to start dismantling all this lot and you know, painting it and putting furniture in here and turning it into my kid's bedroom. And that I'm so giddy for it, guys, you have no idea. And so you'll be thinking, James, you have 5,000 odd DVDs and Blu-rays, where are you going to put them all? You'd be right to think. But anybody who's been around on the channel for a while will know that when we moved here, when we bought this house, it needed a few things doing to it to make it fit for our purpose and what we wanted out of an eventual family life. And one of those things to do was to convert the very generous cellar space into a dry, damp-proof room where I would be able to not only store, you know, the Christmas tree and the, you know, bits and bobs from life that get boxed up and put away until you need them once every 6 months or whatever, but also make it a movie room and a bit of a home theatre. So the two recliner armchairs that I used to have in the old movie room that were in our sitting room until we recently upgraded our suite are going to go down there, and obviously all this lot's going to go down there as well. And the idea is that space is going to be split into two rooms, a movie room about the size of this, and then a storage room for, like I say, all of life's odds and ends that get boxed up. So I'll be able to do you a bit of a journey where I sort of take you through the conversion journey as we do that. My uncle's a builder, and he's going to be tackling that for us in the spring, and it's going to be an exciting time for that, and I'll be able to, like I say, document that for you. There'll be a final room tour in here, so you can see how I've got it coming, and there'll be obviously the journey of the new room followed by a tour, and then as well it'll be just the usual sorts of videos, film reviews, and ranking videos. But as I say, I'm not going to promise how regularly they'll come out, and it might be that I have a day where I've got nothing else going on and I fancy shooting a load of videos, and so you've got 4 or 5 videos in quick succession, and then it might be a month before you see me again with another upload. And I just wanted to be really, really honest, because obviously I've had a lot of support on here, and made a lot of good friends, and I just wanted to be transparent and sort of let you know what to expect. But yeah, to recap, the band's evolving into a tribute act to the Eagles, which is going to be a really fun journey musically for us to go on next year. And the most important news of all is that I'm going to be a dad, and I can't believe it. So there you are, folks. That is everything that's been going on with me. That's what my 2024 is going to look like, and I think you'll all agree I'm in for an absolute blinder. I hope you guys are, as I said at the start, keeping well, and that you have a happy and a healthy new year. Please subscribe to the channel if you're coming across me for the first time. Leave me a thumbs up. Any comments, any advice on how to be a new parent, drop it down below in the comments, and let's have a natter and a catch up. But yeah, there we go, folks. That's everything I wanted to tell you. Thanks very much for listening. If you've made it this far, take care. Bye for now.